3 days after being blown out by top-ranked Duke, the Maryland Terrapins returned home to find Clemson waiting on the Cole Fieldhouse doorstep. Tigers head coach Larry Chiat said he didn't think the Terps would suffer any carryover from the loss to the Blue Devils, adding, "Young people are far more resilient than us older folks."
He's not talking about you.
No, as one of the older guys. Maryland up 1. Juan Dixon coming off a 10-point performance against Duke. Buries a 3. Maryland by 4. Moments later, Terps up 4. Edward Scott answers with the 3. Clemson within 1. Later, Clemson down 3. Tony Stockman had 22. Tied at 80 late in the second half. Terps down 1. Dixon drilling another 3-ball. Drew Nicholas gets in the action with a 3. Terps up 4. And a minute to go. The Terps up 5. Dixon, the tough jumper. Dixon ices it. Maryland Terrapins win it at home in a shootout, 99-90. That's 12 consecutive home wins. Chris Wilcox notched his 3rd career double-double, 17 points, career-high 14 rebounds. Maryland improves to 14-3 overall, 4-1 in ACC play.
Florida State, number 9, Virginia. Elton Brown, money on the 3. Watch this. Looks like he's doing the gator chop.
Now, see, he's doing that gator thing, and that's not Florida State. He's got the wrong Florida school.
And he's got the kids doing it.
Pete Gillen calls the timeout and says, "Yo, kid, you got your Sunshine State schools mixed up." See, that's how they celebrated Florida State, all right? This is how they celebrated Florida, all right? There's going to be a written exam. Second half, J.C. Mathis, Lord have mercy, Dan. He done made his kinfolk so proud.
That would be Jan and Marcia and Cindy and Bobby and Greg.
And Pookie and them. That was Mathis' first 3-point attempt of the season. Roger Mason dropped that like it's hot. He had his bounce on. Mason at 16. Virginia wins 91-74.
The last time they lost to Mizzou on this planet, the 1997 Big 12 tournament. Enter Oklahoma junior forward Ebby Ara, nicknamed ESPN by his teammates. Why? Because he's averaged over 22 points and 7 rebounds in games televised by the ESPN family of networks. When Ebby was asked what he thought of his new nickname, he said with a smile, it's all right. To Norman for a SportsCenter showcase. Quinn Snyder, I wish he felt the same. His record as Tigers coach on ESPN, 2-10. Yeah. Jinx, perhaps? Let's see. First half, Ricky Paulding. Paulding, a thief, driving the length. Good finish by Ricky. Mizzou takes the lead by 1. Later in the first half, Tigers up 1. Darian Selvey, good defense there. Selvey has his way. Illmatic. Oklahoma takes the lead by 1. Later in the first half of the Tigers up 1, Quantus White. He's good from there. OU up by 1. Close game. Got it? Get it? Later in the first, same score. Hollis Price looking to pull away. He's got a good look. Sooners up 4. Later in the first, with the Sooners up 3, Ebby Ara. ESPN, 2 points on cue. Later in the first half, Sooners now up 5. Price on the break. Oh, Sooners running away, Quinn Snyder. It's the ESPN jinx for Quinn Snyder. Price again. 37-28. Sooners up 7. Aaron McGee. Baseline J. Sooners up 9. Later in the first half, OU up 8. Price. Was there any doubt? Second half with the Sooners up 13. It's Brown. No, there wasn't any doubt. All OU when it mattered most. Later in the second half, McGee grabbing the loose ball and then hitting the 3 on cue. Snyder now 2-11 in games televised on ESPN when he's been a Tigers head coach. Dominance by Oklahoma not just found on the scoreboard. Sooners out rebounding Missouri 43-26, forcing Mizzou into 18 turnovers. The Tigers have lost their last 8 to Oklahoma. As for Mr. Ara, well, below his ESPN average, just 11 points and 9 rebounds in 30 minutes. Big East, Georgetown visiting Notre Dame. That's Hoyas big man Mike Sweetney, averaging over 9 boards a game. He was large in this one, because in the end, the ball would be in the hands of Mike Sweetney. And Sweetney gets that to go. 7 of 15 from the field. But hold up, the big guy has hustle. Sweetney gets the easy layup. 21 points for him. Georgetown up 6. More of Sweetney. Kevin Braswell, the shot. Sweetney, the board. One of his 16 rebounds in this game. Georgetown up 11 at recess. Fighting Irish trying to come back. Chris Thomas does his part. He scored 13 points, had 8 assists. Hoyer's up, though, 67-52 win Braswell. Hits from there. Georgetown largest lead there at 18 and under 2 minutes to play. Braswell can't hit everything, but Tony Bethel, yeah, 12 points, 6 boards, 6 assists for Bethel. Georgetown wins. The Irish suffer their 3rd straight loss. It was also their 3rd straight home loss. It was just the 3rd win in 8 games for Georgetown.
Losses to Michigan State. First half, Iowa inbounding the ball. Look at the Spartan defense. No eyes on the passer. Duez Henderson takes advantage off the Spartan body and gets the easy lay-in. Another look. Henderson using his wits off Jason Andrea's backside for the easy hoop. Tight game late. The ball saved to Ryan Hogan. He pushes, and after pushing, he dishes. Chauncey Leslie, the layup and the foul. Hawkeyes up 1 after the freebie. But State responds. Down 1, the sophomore, Marcus Taylor, creating separation so he can connect. Izzo says yes. Taylor at 20. Free throws gave Iowa a 2-point lead in the final seconds. No good there on the long shot. Luke Recker falling on the loose ball. Taylor had the shot from the corner for the 3 ball and couldn't get it to go. And so the first win for Steve Alford against the Spartans as Iowa snaps that 8-game losing streak against Michigan State. Also snaps an overall 3-game losing streak. First time this season, Iowa had more assists than turnovers. And Michigan State falls to 0-7 this season in games played on the road or at neutral sites. Spartans also fall to 2-5 against ranked opponents this season.
Syracuse at Pitt. Big problem for Syracuse on the offensive board and the defensive board. Rebounding a problem all game for them. Craig Forth couldn't handle it and was beaten on the inside by Siobhan Troutman. Now, later in the first, a freshman Forth comes out too far to guard Brandon Knight. That allows Torrey Morris to roam free for the easy lay-in. Pitt, at this point, up by 8. Later in the first, watch Forth again. Comes out too far again. And Knight dishes to Morris. Left unguarded behind Forth. Simple jam. More rebounding woes for Syracuse. Knight is going to miss a 3. Jerron Brown rips the board away from Preston Shumpert. Easy lay-in. Pitt's up by 9 at the break. Second half, more Pitt. Julius Page. Look at this move along the baseline and a foul. Pitt wins it 72-57. First loss in the Big East for Syracuse. Pitt has 2 losses. Made a song for the victims of September 11th. Marquise Estel, the jam. Cliff Hawkins at 3. Kentucky's up by 4. Second half, Adam Harrington for 3. Auburn within 4. But Kentucky, Tayshaun Prince, that's a long-range 3. Kentucky by 7, 3.5 to go. Hawkins to Estel for the finish, and Kentucky wins 69-62. Estel, 8 of 12 from the field, ties the season high with 21. Prince held to only 9, 8 below his average. Didn't matter, nor did it matter that Kentucky went just 8 of 20 from the line in the final 5-12.
5th-ranked Cincinnati and St. Louis. Second half, Cincy's up 3. Josh Fisher from way out, from NBA range. Give him 4. He's only a college kid. Their game was tied at 43. Later in the second, Cincy up 2. Steve Logan the drive. The dish to Jason Maxiel, who drains the baseline jumper. Bearcats up 4. Later, under a minute left, Cincy's up 3. Logan the drive, the high kiss off the glass. Logan had 25. Lorenzo Romar not impressed as Cincinnati wins 54-50. For the Bearcats, a season low in points. They tie their season worst with only 1 3-pointer. And oh, by the way, they won the game on the road, won by 4. They made up for it by holding St. Louis to 34.5% shooting. They end the Billikens' 7-game home winning streak. Jason Edwin led St. Louis in the losing effort with 15. Number 7, Virginia and Georgia Tech. Second half, Tech's up 2. Travis Watson, nice pass, finding Elton Brown. Brown had 20. We're tied at 59. $1:22 to play. Virginia up 1. Off the Tech miss, Chris Williams, the hustle rebound, and a good idea of what's going on around him. Gets it to Jermaine Harper. He goes coast to coast. Virginia's up 3. 7 seconds left. Virginia up 2. Tony Akins, the drive, misses the lay-ins. Akins finished with only 2 points. He averaged over 19 a game, but not on this one. Virginia wins 69-65. Brown is 20, a career high.
So, following last week's loss to Duke, Maryland kept its emotions in check en route to beating Clemson by 9 points Sunday night. On the menu Wednesday, Wake Forest looking for its first victory over Maryland in almost 3 years. The ACC clash, number 3 against number 16, our SportsCenter showcase highlight. Early first half, it was all Maryland attacking. Chris Wilcox living on the baseline. Terps up 3 early. Shortly thereafter, Wake Forest in transition. Broderick Hicks to the hoop. Darius Sangaila, 14 points, 10 boards for him. Demon Deeks within 4, but later in the half, Drew Nicholas. He was instrumental in 9 straight Maryland points. A force, Maryland up by 6. Maryland continuing to push at Juan Dixon. To Nicholas. Terps were 7 of 13 from three-point range in the game. Terps up 9. Wake Forest on the break. Antoine Scott. Yeah, no foul. 12 points for Scott. Part of a 7-zip Demon Deeks run early second half. It's Scott. He can be nasty. Wake Forest with an 8, but Maryland would start to pull away. Holden, sweet pass. Wilcox, good finish. Maryland up 10, and then Byron Mouton. Cross court, Dixon, good from there. 19 points for Juan, 4 assists for Mouton. Terps up 11, more from Juan Dixon. Cameras on. 85-63, Maryland. 27 points off the bench to help out, helping the Terps beat the Demon Deeks for the 6th straight time. 19 points as well for Steve Blake. And you know what? Coach Gary Williams thrilled with Blake's performance, called this game his best overall since he's been at Maryland. Wake has dropped their last 3 games by a combined 57 points. All 3 losses coming against top 10 opponents.
Beakers and Clonies, it's Kansas, Iowa State. For those not fluent in Big 12 speak, this is Drew Gooden. Steps into a passing lane and then does some heavy lifting. Look at the cuppage. 23 points, 11 rebounds. Kansas up 9, led by as many as a dozen. The Cyclones storming back because they're Cyclones. It's like a tornado.
I got it.
Tyree Pearson, he had 17. Cyclones up 4. Cyclones up 1. Shane Power drives, gets blocked by Gooden. Keith Langford's got teammates, just really doesn't need him right there. Tough move, gets it. He had 8. Kansas up 1. Cyclones coming right back. Jake Sullivan had himself a career game, 27 points. Clonies up 2, but the game tied. 40 seconds left. Jeff Boschee, 3-pointer. He was perfect on the night. 14 points, 4 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Last chance for the Clonies. Sullivan drives, not gonna get it. Kansas make its free throws. Kansas pulls on, 88-81. KU gets the last 9 points and then sprints to get on the team bus and get out of town. Jayhawks end a 5-game losing streak to the Cyclones. First win over Iowa State this century. Another double-double for Drew Gooden. Mizzou, Kansas, big Monday, fast approaching.
Lute Olson's Wildcats looking to record their 13th straight win over the Sun Devils. Let's flash back to 1995, the last time ASU got a win in this series. Remember Mario Bennett dunking on the Cats. Back to Wednesday night, first half, Chad Pruitt. 2 of 4 from three-point range. That's an example. Then Pruitt again. ASU with a 22-point lead, and then Pruitt finding Curtis Malage. Force is strong in that one. Sun Devils go up 12-19 for Malage. Pruitt give and go with Jason Braxton. He's been lifting. ASU up 17 first half. Much of the same in the second half. Malage, good view. Sun Devils are up 20, and to cap things off, and they should be pumped, Tommy Smith, baseline. Oh, wow. We were stunned here as well. 88-72, the final over 12th ranked Arizona, as ASU snaps a 12-game losing streak to Arizona.
Razorbacks at Georgia, Dogs 15 wins, 16 all last season. Ezra Williams, you get 3 earth points for that. He had 12. Now off the block, Jonas Hayes eventually winds up in the hands of his twin brother Jarvis Hayes, who's going to slam it home. Now check out Jarvis here. They cut off the baseline. He makes a tough jumper. He had 21. Georgia wins at 81-67. Chris Daniels, 17 points, 13 rebounds. Hayes is Big East, St. John's, UConn. Huskies, only undefeated team left in conference play. Caron Butler stealing to Ben Gordon. Ben Gordon dunking. Fancy reverse. He had 11. UConn up 61-57. But St. John's coming back. Marcus Hatton heats up. 16 points, all in the final 9 minutes. 3 of them there, making it 71-68 UConn. Late second half. Emeka Okafor puts St. John's away. He had 11. UConn wins at 75-70. Tar Heels pounded again. 6 losses this season at home, a record. Illinois, Wisconsin, Lucas Johnson making his return to the Illini. First time since last year's Elite 8.
Kind of playing just with a reckless abandon like I have in the past. You know, obviously it's not going to be from the production standpoint of scoring and rebounding.
Not only did they take the razor to his torn knee ligament to fix that, they also got the top of his head. Look at him hustling, though. The block on Michael Wilkinson. Shave your head if you're with me. Corey Bradford, he remembers losing to the Badgers a couple weeks ago, and he's not happy. He makes 1 3. He's got another. He was 4 of 6 on threes in this one. Coach Bill Self says it was 27-21, and then Corey goes nuts. Nuts it was. 16 points, all in the first half as the Illini roll 80-48. It's a full-fledged 32-point whooping. The Fightin' Bill Selfs cleared their bench with 10 minutes left, shot 59%.